A web browsing machine or an office PC might work fine with a built-in graphics card, but if you want some serious gaming power, a dedicated graphics card is a must. And it can obviously be about half the price of your PC, if not more, depending on how high end you guys want to go. So this decision shouldn't be taken so lightly. We are going through worldwide shortages in the GPU market, and it is at an all-time high with prices shooting through the roof for some of the lower end cards. So today, what we're going to address is this question: how to buy a graphics card in this time, and should you wait? You're welcome to the Sugar Gaming channel. If you guys like what you see, I also stream on Twitch. Make sure you guys hit that follow button, flip over to my Twitch page and hit bsugar91. I want to do a big shout out to our sponsors as well too, the SMGGAMMING family, where you can get all your stream needs with tech experts, stream designers, and most of all, network with hard working streamers to support you in the grind. What's going on in the GPU market at the moment? Yes, as you guessed it, we are in the biggest lull since the age of the graphics card. The main manufacturers are struggling to keep up with the sheer amount of PC components being bought by general consumers, which leads to a problem. On the second-hand market, as I scroll through Facebook Marketplace and some of New Zealand's second-hand retailers, I'm finding deals such as the RX 580, which is a 4-year-old card with the power of a 1060, going for selling for 2060 prices of 500 to 600 above, which is absolutely ridiculous, especially when that card is nowhere near the performance of a 2060. So you'll have to be very, very cautious about moving into the GPU second-hand market, as well as buying from retailers as the prices are rising. Today, we're going to talk about how you can get that. And before we do, let's talk about some of the factors that have influenced the GPU markets crashing very, very big. Let's talk about bit mining real quickly. The smallest lull from a bit mining space. Yes, absolutely. We've got a bunch of bit miners buying up a whole lot of GPUs, buying them to get themselves money. But that's obviously not the biggest elephant in the room. Yes, let's address it. Nothing like a global pandemic to get your inner nerd bought out across the planet. Yes, coronavirus has brought up a bunch of new ways of working, which really needs a whole lot of new hardware. And we've got a lot of people working from home. It's only natural that consumers are buying more PC components and bringing them in for themselves, which leaves the PC enthusiast or the general gamer out of stock most of the times from retailers, even on the second-hand market. And not to mention the new streaming phase. Yes, technology is taking off. People are trying to become content creators, streamers, trying to get their name out there, trying to become the next Harris Heller or the next Summit G1, and with that causes a whole lot of consumer buying, which leads to this shortage. It is not because the manufacturers aren't making the cards. No, actually, NVIDIA tells us that since the launch, their $500 RTX 30 series GPUs have sold almost twice as much as their younger brothers, the GTX 20 series, which explains things that consumers are buying double the amount of GPUs and big manufacturers aren't able to keep up. This leaves Joe Blogs in a little bit of a pickle. Yes, the general consumer is unfortunately affected by this completely, and finding a GPU at a decent price at the moment is absolutely ridiculous. Yes, a lot of people tend to either panic buy or buy something twice or triple the amount they are worth. So instead of answering the question, should you buy a graphics card, I am going to show you how to look for the best deals so you don't get taken advantage of from scalpers and more money for what the card is actually worth. Let's start off with a little bit of a process in which I like to do when I'm helping other people build their rigs and sort of get themselves sorted on the platform. And we're going to start off here with how to cross-check your cards. Cross-checking your cards and understanding what their performance value is essential to getting a great deal on the second-hand market. And here is the site that can help you do this. USERBENCHMARK is a great online tool that has many users test their components and show how they perform, giving you an idea on how good they stack up in terms of performance. This is essential when buying a second-hand card or a brand new card to figure out which GPU you are trying to get for your home PC. Then, if you need added confirmation, cross-reference with, performance on stats on graphics card, jump over to YouTube and cross-reference those two resources together. Once you get the information in and you understand performances of GPUs, you will no longer get done by scalpers trying to sell cards thousands and thousands of dollars above and beyond their retail price. Remember, we're going for retail price here. We're not aiming for double the amount. And if you can get something under the original retail price, you win. Okay? Once you've dialed in the cards and you want to compare, you then need to check out their release prices, as this will give you a great benchmark to work against when looking at the second-hand market, and make sure that you're safe on those prices. Remember, we're aiming for retail price or less. Graphics cards don't deteriorate unless you're unlucky and get a bad card, so making sure that you guys are sitting where retail sits and just a little bit below that. From here, we do some looking at second-hand market, and hopefully the first two steps can help you decide whether the GPU you buy is worth the money. Yes, a few things to consider. Cross-check retailers to second-hand markets to see if you can get a great deal or a great price. You know, sometimes retailers do specials that you can get special deals on. Never settle. Always look for more options and don't be afraid to barter with second-hand bits and pieces. If you know your information from when you've dialed it into USERBENCHMARK and cross-referenced it with SPS stats and performance stats on YouTube, you are able to go in and demand a price rather than have these guys tell you that this price is correct. Lastly, protect yourself. Do the research and you will never get ripped off in this market, okay? Making sure that you guys are doing the correct research and going through the right steps and talking to the right people to get the right deal out there. I'm not saying that this is a foolproof method. I am saying that this is here to better help you find something better on the second-hand market. Cross-checking, cross-referencing, putting the two and two together, making sure that you're doing the right research steps and talking to the right people allows for you to buy safely online. Guys, I want to thank you so much for being here today. Thank you so much for clicking on the videos. Thank you so much. If you guys are interested in more content, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and get at me at bsugar91 on Twitch. Guys, stay safe out there. GPU market is absolutely crazy, and hopefully you don't have to deal with the BS. Peace and love. Catch you guys in the next stream. Catch you guys in the next video. We out.